Hello there, welcome to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but trying to get better. So with today's video, I'm on the month of October 2024 of my monthly debt confessions. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so as you can see here on the left-hand side, I have the names of my debts listed down below with the previous balance from last month. And then here I'm going to just move this little sheet down. So my new balance for the month of October compared to September has gone up $1,104.69. And that is because I'm using the velocity method to pay off my debts. So I'm putting all my payments on this one card and using the money that I make to focus on another. All right, my California Coast Credit Union stayed at 0. And then my Chase Edge and my USA Signature, those cards are closed. All right, so my City Diamond card, it went down $289.70. Just wanted to get like a nicer number than this kind of odd number. Same with this account with the Bank of America Platinum. That balance also went down $140, and that was just because I wanted to get it at a nicer number. All right, then my USA Rate. This card collects interest on it, so there is no getting it to a right number necessarily. So this went down the minimum payment minus what went to interest, which was $60.33 for a new balance of $5,888.83. Ooh, a lot of eights there. All right, so now moving on to my Chase Sapphire card. So that card I paid off last month, so the balance is now $0. And the reason why I paid it off early was because I had a balance transfer promotion ending on this card that I did not know about. All right, then my Wells Fargo card was the new card that I got to transfer that balance from, and that card only went down the minimum payments of $49. So now, if you were to scroll down right here, you can see that my credit cards did go up $565.66. That is mainly because last month was my last month of my job, but also my roommate moved out unexpectedly. I knew that they were going to be moving out sometime before the end of this year, but they only gave me about a week's notice that they were moving, and I was perfectly fine with that. I'd rather have them out than their rent, as I am still able to go down month to month of my bills, so I do not absolutely need their rent, but it just caught me off guard and I wasn't financially prepared for that. So moving down to my loans are the same as they usually are. So my Vivint loan went down $37.16. There is no interest collected on this payment. My student loans went down $83.75. There is anywhere from 4 to 5.5% interest on this loans because I have 5 of them. Then there is my auto loan for my Hyundai Kona 2019. It went down $254.28. I believe the interest rate is less than 3%. Then my personal loan went down $449.44. The interest rate it says it's something like 14% with an APR of 17%. I don't know what that means, but take that information with what you will. All right, so then for my loans went down $821.73, and that is typically what it goes down month to month. All right, so even though I went up for the month with my credit card balances, I still managed to, make the same minimum payments as I normally do on my loans and go down on my total debt by $259.07. So my new total debt balance is $56,929.91. Okay, hopefully you can see all that. So now I like to look at my debt on these debt trackers as well. So this debt tracker tracks my total debt from when I started at the beginning of September 2023 with $71,725.67. I've had more debt than this, but this is my starting point from when I wanted to start at. All right, so each box is worth $718 because there's 100 boxes, and that'll get me a little bit more than all the way there, but I just wanted to make it a round number, so that's why I put every box at $718, as you can see there. So for for October, we did not go down $718. We only went down $259. So unfortunately, we cannot color in any boxes for my total debt. We're not always able to color off boxes. As you can see here, the last time we missed was in May. It skipped from April to June. But I am going to try not to get discouraged. You know, the debt payoff journey is a long one and it's a hard road. So anyways, nothing will be colored on this debt tracker for this month. And then, like almost always, that also means that I will not be able to color in anything for my credit card debt tracker as well. This is where I track my total overall credit card debt separate from my loans. I started off in September 2023 with $30,626.05, and each box is worth $307. So you can see some months we have great progress, August right here, but it took 6 months for me to even begin to color anything on this tracker. So in September, I couldn't color anything until March. And then we were stagnant in May and June, and then in July and August, we just superseded all expectations, but that is okay. We're gonna get there eventually. On this journey, if you all stick with me, you will be able to see me pay off all my card debt. All right, but the tracker that never lets me down is my tracker that I use to color in my loans. So this includes my personal loan, student loan, auto loan, and my Vivint home security loan. All right, so I did not calculate this beforehand, so let's see here. Started off with $41,099.62, minus the new balance this month of $29,209.57, which shows that we've paid off $11,890.05 so far. And then if we divide that by the 411 boxes, that means that we can color in 28 boxes, almost 29 because it's 28.9. But we will only color in 28. So this is the 25th box that we colored in to 26. So then we color in the 27th and the 28th. I say this in all my videos, but when I let myself down in my other categories, my my loans always bring me right back up. So I always get to mark off here. Some months more than others. 2 boxes a month is typically my average though. All right. Hopefully you can see that, but I was able to mark off 2 boxes for the month of October 2024. All right, so now I'm just gonna bring back up my debt picture here for October 2024, so you can see the breakdown with this debt picture of my almost $57,000 of debt. We are now in the 56,000, so I should be happy it did go down into the next interval, but It wasn't much change, only $259.07, but I did have those changes to my income that I did not prepare for, and then just was unexpected for the other. All right, so that is the breakdown. Thank you for following along. If you stay to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow, and if you have any advice whatsoever, please leave it down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.